The placement and rulership on your astrocartography chart does influence what's going to happen when you're there. Hey y'all, my name is Geraldine Convento, and I've made it a part of my life journey to follow my astrocartography chart. Astrology isn't the main thing that I do, but it just so happens that utilizing astrology and spiritual modalities has supported me in advancing my career, my happiness, and many different things in my life. What I'm going to break down for you is a few simple concepts that you can potentially look into for yourself, so that way you can gain a little bit more understanding if you're looking to live in a particular place along your astrocartography chart. You'll notice that throughout the astrocartography chart, there are letters such as AC, DC, IC, and MC. Those represent angular pillars that relate to different areas of your life. It's the reason why when you click on the Jupiter line overseas versus clicking on the Jupiter line within the United States, you're going to have different experiences. And so if you're looking at your Western chart, what I mean is the circular chart that has pizza slices with numbers inside of it. Those numbers represent what house certain planets live in. In the Vedic astrology chart, it's a rectangular chart that has different triangles inside of it, and those numbers represent the zodiac sign that lives inside of the houses. So that's just for side context. In my case, I align more with my Vedic astrology chart, so I'm going to speak directly through that. In my Vedic astrology chart, the Jupiter planet is inside of my first house. The first house, just as it said on astro.com, aligns with self, identity, physical appearance, and how you project yourself to the world, which is your brand. Jupiter also rules two planets. These planets are Sagittarius and Pisces. So I looked into my chart to see where Sagittarius and Pisces were, and that is the fifth house and the eighth house. So if we consider the quality of Jupiter, Jupiter represents expansion, wisdom, abundance, spirituality, and higher learning. So if you take that and you layer it on top of the placement of where that planet is in your chart, as well as the houses that it rules, you can get a combined sense of what your experience might be if you live in that particular area. If I take the idea of self-identity, appearance, brand, which is my first house, the fifth house, which is all about creativity, intelligence, romance, children's speculative gains, as well as the eighth house, which is transformation, shared resources, hidden knowledge, and life's mysteries. What I interpret that as is this energy here in Denver, where I live, is going to bring me opportunities for collaboration in all of those areas: creativity, spirituality, higher learning, business. But because it's an expansive planet, it's also going to make me busy. And as a result of this expansion, reveal things to me that don't align with this path that I'm looking to pursue. So in my case, I have multiple businesses. I learn about different spiritual modalities constantly, and I interact with a lot of people. Whenever you're on your Jupiter line, since there is a period of expansion, that can come with a few different challenges too. For me, it has been rapid expansion in my business to the point where it was difficult for me to control. So I had to learn to constrict the business and manage money better, manage team better, and have just the right amount of people within my team without overextending our cash flow and finances. As it relates to relationships, certain relationships have gone away. And this is because of the nature of Jupiter and bringing to awareness the things that might not align with the path that you're on. So in my case, I was on a very spiritual, expansive, entrepreneurial path. So anyone who didn't align with that path had to go. And this wasn't a conscious decision on my part. Things just happened naturally to have me see that certain people don't really align with my sense of values, aren't providing the level of support that I need in order to progress forward in these areas of my life that are important to me right now. if you're really serious about making transformation and changes in your life, it's one thing to travel to places, to communicate with people who live in these places, to get their feedback and their opinion. However, their birth chart and their life experience is completely different from yours. So if you're looking to pursue your astrocartography chart as a way to guide life decisions, it's important for you to look a little bit deeper to see what aligns for you in the aspect of your feelings, in the aspect of your own spiritual beliefs, in the aspect of your own goals, dreams, and desires. I don't want to get too complex in this video because, as I'd mentioned in the past, my purpose is to share my personal experience more so than to educate on things you can already find on other channels. But I just wanted to bring this point up, that answering those of you in the comments who have asked whether or not I looked at different parts of my chart, yes, I have. And yes, I do look a little bit deeper into why certain things have happened in my life, as well as what types of things I need to keep in mind based on planetary placements. Where's Jupiter in my chart, as well as what does Jupiter rule in my chart and how might that affect my experience. For those of you who are really curious about my journey or have questions about how this relates to your journey, feel free to leave your comments and questions down below, and I'll answer them as best as I can, or I'll refer you to another resource if I cannot. I hope that you're having an awesome day, night, or evening whenever you're watching this in the world. And thanks so much for checking out my channel. Remember to subscribe and hit the bell icon. Bye.